found. I'm Ashley Moore, and I'm sitting here with Dean Kelly Nichols. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Well, as you all know, Ms. Nichols is the Dean of Optometry, and we're going to interview her and find out some questions that everybody really don't know. So, first things first, how about you tell us about yourself?
All right. I've been Dean for the last 2 years. I started in June in 2014. Prior to that, I was at the University of Houston in the School of Optometry, and then prior to that, I was at Ohio State University in the School of Optometry. I was there for the longest period of time in my professional career. I went to graduate school there, got a PhD there, and then stayed on faculty.
So what is a regular work day like for you?
It varies. I see a lot of faculty and others through meetings. So a lot of times I'm at my desk in meetings or here or going other places on campus for meetings. So meetings take a lot of time. But then I also have opportunities to go see the faculty, meet with the students, and I do research in an area called Dry Eye. So I spend time with our research group. So it depends on the day. I'm getting ready to teach a course to the first year optometry students, Intro to Optometry. So that's always fun to get back in the classroom with students.
Oh, really? Okay, so what were your first 3 jobs?
My first 3 jobs. I was a babysitter really young, at like age 12 or 13. That was my first job. Can't believe it. I have children who are about that age right now, and I can't imagine them babysitting. So it was really good that somebody put their trust in me to take care of their kids that young. But my first real job was at a place called Prince Plus, which was a poster store in the mall. And you would go, people would come and they would look through the racks and pick out a poster, and they could either buy that poster as a poster or they could get it mounted and framed. And to mount it, you could just spray adhesive and put it on there, and then yeah. We would frame it. So that was my first real paying job, and I loved it because I love art also. So that was kind of a fun job because any cast-offs we got to buy for cheap. So I had a good collection of art when I went away to college. And yeah, decorations for the dorm room. So.
And I love art too, like painting everything.
So it would be the equivalent to working in a virtual store that's like art.com, where you just can pick from millions of different posters. That was sort of the virtual version of that back then before the internet. So it was a fun job. And then after that, I worked kind of for a hardware store that also sold wallpaper, and so I helped people pick out wallpaper. They had a great art section, so I would keep up, everything in the art section because they had arts, crafts, hardware. It was an all-in-one store, and so I'd get to, since I loved art, I'd get to buy the art stuff that was a little bit damaged, so paints and canvases and paintbrushes and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun.
Really? Mm-hmm. So being a lover of art, what really made you choose this particular career?
Mm-hmm. When I was in high school, I took art the whole time. I painted and drew and such. And then and I also took science and AP chemistry and biology. And so I was faced with the decision, in the junior year, what are you going to do? And I thought, well, I really love art, but I just couldn't see how I could translate that into a career, because I loved it, but I didn't know if I could do it for a job rather than as a hobby. And so I decided to go the science route and went kind of like pre-med in my undergrad, which is at UC San Diego. And so I took all the pre-med courses there, and the time when you're about a junior, you're looking to try and figure out if you're going to go to med school or dental school. I went home for an eye exam and then met with my family optometrist who told me all about optometry. And it was a wonderful, I was in his office, and it was a wonderful office, and it was calm. It wasn't crazy and chaotic. It was healthcare, taking care of eyes and vision, which is really an important thing for people. But it wasn't bloody or messy, and I was worried if I went to med school that I wouldn't be able to handle all the blood.
Oh, yeah, that's freaky.
Yeah. Although now I could poke at anybody's eye and do little things to people, and that freaks people out too.
Yeah,
but, so I think I probably could have, but so I ended up in optometry because of family recommendation, and I went to optometry school at Berkeley, and I just loved it. I loved being able to take care of eyes and vision and people's vision problems. And I kind of had a feeling I might go on to pursue a career in academic optometry. So I did a residency after I went to optometry school and really practiced the disease parts of learning about the eyes, and then went to get a PhD, which is in vision science, which that allowed me to be able to do research. So I that's when I moved to Ohio State. And after that I stayed on faculty there and have sort of moved since to a more academic administrative role. I was really inspired by some of the faculty and administrators that I had admired or who were my mentors in optometry school, and that they encouraged me to go forward with that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay, well, fun question. Who is your favorite musical artist, and what is like the #1 song on your iPod?
So I listen to a lot of Pandora because I don't like to pick, but I have tons of different choices of musical options. So when I run, I have a little mini iPod that has a really kind of eclectic mix on it of just everything. But my very favorite band of all, and this is old school, is U2. I know you probably don't. You're like, you what? But I love them. I mean, it's from my college days. I saw them in concert 4 times. So I just love the classicness of U2.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your favorite movie?
That's a tough one, because when you have kids, you don't see a lot of movies that are anything but G-rated.
Okay.
Except if you're on an airplane, and then I'm not sure you really watch the whole movie. So I don't know. I sort of randomly watch movies. I like TV a little better. I like watching series.
So what's your favorite series?
But right now I'm watching The Americans, kind of binge watching a little bit because I'm a little behind. And that's interesting, a little intrigue, spy sort of stuff. But really, I love any show like NCIS, CSI, Criminal Minds, anything, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, anything where there's like a 1-hour mystery where you really don't have to pay attention that much because it happens in the beginning, they're going to work it really hard in the middle, and then by the end you know who did it. It's awesome. It's like a book in an hour or so. I'll like kind of always have that running in the background because it's really just background noise, and they're always interesting. I do think that NCIS probably is my favorite show, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while being dean, what is your mission for the School of Optometry?
Well, to make it better than when I started, we have an excellent school, and our students excel when they leave here. We have a really wonderful research program. So our scientists are creating knowledge about the eyes and vision that gets translated across the globe. That's really exciting. So to encourage all of our faculty to do better in what they already do awesome is really a goal, to encourage them to continue to make new science and to teach our students so that they're ready for anything when they go out there in the world. That's healthcare is changing, and so we want our students to be prepared to handle the change that's coming over time. And it's really exciting to be at a place that has such a strength in those areas. We've been in optometry school for almost 50 years. Our 50th anniversary is in the year 2019 in September. So our current first-year class, this is really exciting, our current first-year class is the class of 2020. And in the eye world, 2020 is like really cool. Yeah. So they're going to graduate in 2020.
2020 vision.
2020 vision. And they're also going to be 4th years in the year of our 50th anniversary. So I don't want to disregard, though, the class of 2019, which is awesome. Also, all of our classes are awesome because they're going to be also part of that big celebration of our 50th year. So we're really excited about class of 2019 and class of 2020 because those are going to, when they get to be 4th years, that's going to be a really fun time for us, given that it's our 50th year at the school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what do you enjoy most about working here at UAB?
The people. We have really great people here at the school. Great faculty, great students. All of our staff are really wonderful, and it just makes coming to work when you have people who are so fun to be around and just really working hard at their job is really wonderful. So love the people.
So, what is one of your most memorable moments here at UAB?
When you sit down at the first day of your job and realize you're going to be taking care of this place and ensuring that everyone is doing their very best work. That's a pretty memorable moment.
It is. So, what is your greatest life lesson learned?
lesson learned. Let's see. I guess just, always do your best. Try your hardest. Apologize if you need to. And try and get a smile out of people. Everyone's happier if they smile. That's right, just like that. So,
speaking of that, what advice would you give to all incoming freshmen?
Are you talking undergrads? Yeah? Oh gosh, think about optometry. Optometry is a wonderful profession. Vision is one of the senses that people would trade years off their life in order to have good vision. Yes, and so, and there's many ways that we can do that, but it is a really lovely profession. So I think that for all you undergrads out there, please think about optometry.
Anything else you would like everyone to know?
That we've had a really great interviewer.
Hi, everyone. All right.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you taking the time to meet the deans.
Thank you, and it was very nice meeting you as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for tuning in. This is another episode of The Sit Down. Thank you.